All right, welcome everyone. Today is Wednesday, the 25th of June, 2025, and this is the Cluster API office hours. Cluster API is a sub-project of Kubernetes SIGs, and as such, we follow their meeting guidelines, which can basically be summarized as please treat everyone as you would expect to be treated, or explicitly so, please be kind to each other. And if you'd like to talk, please raise your hand and I will call on you. So at the beginning of our meetings, we like to take a few minutes or some time to allow new attendees to introduce themselves or say hi to the community. So if you feel like you would like to say hi to everybody or introduce yourself, I will be quiet for a few seconds and you can feel free to unmute and introduce yourself.
Hey everyone, my name's Fisher. I'm new here. Um, I'm a intern at Red Hat, and I was just hopping in the meeting to hear what y'all are talking about and get more familiar with Cluster API.
Awesome. Welcome aboard, Fisher. All right. So we will move on in 3, 2, 1. Okay. So next we'll go to open proposal readouts. I think we just have 2 at the moment. Oh, we have 3 now. So I do see Alessandro here. Is there any update you want to give on the auto scaling from 0 enhancement?
Hello. There is the pull request is mostly pending reviews. I've been updating the changes based on the previous reviews, and I think we are ready for one of the last ones I expect.
Okay, so it sounds like we just need we need to kind of do a few more reviews here and see where things are at. All right, thank you, Alessandro. Do we have anyone who wants to talk about the propagating taints from machine templates down to nodes?
Still waiting for reviews. I know everyone's strapped for time. So yeah, just call for folks to read it and provide feedback.
All right, cool. Thank you, Nolan. You were a little quiet, but it sounds like we're needing some more reviews on this. Basically, just need to get a little more time for folks.
Yeah, that's correct. Does it sound better now?
Oh yeah, much better. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, cool. And then I don't know, Fabrizio or someone else want to talk about the chained and efficient upgrades proposal?
Yeah, just I pushed the commit, basically uh, dropping the change from the book because I assume that we are not going to make this work within this release. So the proposal is still there. I just dropped the change from the book.
Okay, cool. Thank you. All righty. So we'll move into our discussion topics. And it looks like, Justin, you've got the first and only topic. So please take it away.
Thank you. For anyone that doesn't know me, I work at Google. I was involved in Cluster API a long time ago. And as some of you may know, I and others have been less involved from Google, have been less involved recently. But my team, we'd like to help out with CapG, bringing up the sort of, I called it the level of production radness, because I'm sure it is already production ready, but just, anywhere we can help, I think would be we'd like to get it more involved and make sure it is at least a par. How about that? An area that I know about is machine pool. There's a sort of work in progress PR where I've looking at some work that a community member started, but I think they lost momentum on that, and so I'm trying to get that over the finish line. I don't know if it looks like we already have testing, but if there's other areas that we can help out, obviously we have plenty of GCP access because apparently that can be a problem sometimes. So if there's anything that we can do to help out, please let me know.
Awesome. That is excellent to hear. Always happy to have more contributors. I see Fabrizio's got his hand up. So please, Fabrizio.
So, first of all, Justin, nice to see you there in this meeting also. So I think that testing is definitely an interesting area. As far as I know, we lost our signal in as a release informing as copy, and it will be great if we can try to get this back. With regards to machine pool, I don't know if you are aware, but the situation about machine pool is pretty complex because basically there are no maintainer even in core copy for machine pool. And we are not making progress, for instance, for the new API with regards to machine pool. And yeah, I think that sooner or later we have to take a decision and give a signal to the community. I was thinking to, I don't know, let's turn the feature flag off because currently we have a bunch of issue. No, they are not getting worked on, and they just closed due to the bot. And so, yeah, I just want to make you aware that there are crucial points to be addressed in terms of maintainership of ownership of machine before investing on it on the CapG side.
Thank you. I actually was not aware of that. And yeah, so I think there's certainly the reason in particular that we had a customer that basically was trying to get GCP machine pool going, and that's what like kicked off the whole Google re-engagement. I don't want to over-egg it, but we're starting, right? We're trying. I'm trying.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's good to know, and I think it would be great to give more signal. And I'm still happy to get it up to par, but it's good to know maybe that it might be dragons there.
Yeah, just to be clear, so I think machine pool is an interesting feature. We can discuss if the API is there or not, but it is a really interesting feature. And what is really concerning me is that it also has some adoption. But the problem is that if you look at the current set of maintainers, no one of them is using machine pools. And so we really struggle to figure it out what is going on, how we can make progress there. So we're just keeping the light on, but we need folks with expertise on machine pools to help keep progressing also on the core side of the thing. So this is the issue. This is the problem that we are struggling with. The feature is used. The idea is still interesting because it leverages on cloud provider capability. But in the current maintainer set, there are no people that has the right skill to make this program move on. So yeah, we discussed this a couple of times, but I think that summarizes it.
Nolan, you got your hand up, please.
So I have discussed with folks here at Red Hat to try to get those folks within Red Hat who are using machine pools. I've tried to push them towards working on this because we rely on it, but we need to get more folks engaged. So right now we're kind of raising awareness that this is a risk, not just for the community, but for Red Hat. So I'm hoping we can get some folks to engage on this, but I don't know where that decision lies. Mohammed would know more about that. I think his team would be the ones that would engage there.
Yeah, thank you very much for trying. To be fair, there was some try from other folks. You can search in the channels. I think that we are well above the critical mass, but yeah, it is time for action, really.
And a fortuitous time for Justin and some Googlers to show back up, right? All right. Does anyone else have questions or comments about about any of this, about machine pools, about the testing, or about more CapG contributors? Okay, I'm not seeing any hands going up, so we might be on track for another record short meeting here. Does anyone have ad hoc discussion topics they'd like to add before we go into, I guess there's no provider updates, so just the feature group update? Yeah, Fabrizio, please.
Just a quick update. We keep going on V1 Beta 2, and we merged all the change to improve how we handle references that we discussed 1 or 2 weeks ago. So now they are all changed, and I'm in the progress of bumping Cup V to use a commit with all these changes. I encourage everyone else to try them as well. Now the focus is moving to try to align our API to latest recommendation in terms of optional and required fields.
This is a great update and a big project for Cluster API. Does anybody have questions about V1 Beta 2 or kind of any of the topics Fabrizio is bringing up here about it? I know I'm a little nervous about this just, from the provider maintenance side, but I don't know. I'm always like the docs that come out with this stuff is always really good, so I shouldn't be nervous at all, really. Alima, I see you have your hand up.
Hi, yes. So one of the things that I'm working on is impacted because it's using the deprecated V1 Beta 1 conditions. I was just wondering if that was one of the changes that was updated. I'll send a link in the chat.
Yeah, Fabrizio, please.
Yeah, I can comment on this one, but I don't know if also Stefan want to chime in. So the
I was
plan
just
is
gonna ask if like approximately when would this get updated, or if it already has. I was just gonna ask out of curiosity.
so the plan is that cluster API V1 Beta 1 condition are going to be dropped when we drop V1 Beta 1 types, and which is approximately 1 year after we release V1 Beta 2. So it will be in August 2026 with the current planning.
Okay.
And this is the plan. In the migration doc, we are surfacing these couple several times, and we are also providing instruction for the provider how to migrate to Meta V1 conditions and or other option that they can follow. And it is in the migration doc, which is on main, and I will link it into the book. If you have questions, feel free to reach out in Slack.
Okay, thanks so much. No, that answers it perfectly. I just want to see a timeline.
Cool. Thank you, Fabrizio and Stefan, for getting stuff in here. Any other questions or comments about V1 Beta 2 progress? Okay, well, moving on. We have no provider updates today. Feature group update. We've moved the Carpenter meetings to a once a month cadence now, and there is another one today, but I've been the only one at the last couple meetings, and so I'm thinking maybe the time for the feature group meetings is over. So if if we have another meeting today where it's just me, I'll probably move to end the feature group meetings. And if we need further discussion in the future, I guess we'll convert to like a project meeting or something. I have been trying to update the project, so I'm trying to get it back working into a working shape with the current versions of Cluster API. But it's been a little slow going because I'm having to kind of round up people who can review my changes and whatnot. So yeah, so that's about it for the Carpenter feature group. All right, so that's about it. Looks like we have nothing else.
Miko,
Yeah, Justin.
sorry,
I see
just
Justin.
quickly.
Yeah.
I don't think you're. I don't know if that meeting's on the calendar. I don't know which calendar it's on. Right? Maybe that's why it's just you.
Yeah, well, we have been I think it's on the it's in the it's listed in the cluster API stuff. I don't know if it made it to the official calendar or not. But I mean, we'd had participation for a while. I think things slowed down because really we're probably at the point where this is less of a feature group discussion now, and it should be converted probably to a project group. Where the problems we're facing at the moment are just like kind of getting the project. Now we've got the project started, but we need to kind of keep it going and fix some bugs and whatnot. So I'm almost kind of wondering if feature group is not really the right place for this anymore. And since I'm the only one there, I guess maybe it is. But thank you. All right, cool. So that's it. Unless someone has a last minute topic, we will take back about 40 minutes of our day here. I see Lubomir was trying to do some syncing of our calendar as well. Okay, going once, going twice. Thanks for coming out, everybody, and we will see you next time.
Thank you.